Chapter 1. Computer Generation. About the chapter. First generation computers. Third generation computers. Fifth generation computer. Second generation computers. Fourth generation computers. Classification of computers. The computer that we see today has not developed overnight. It has taken decades of human efforts to see the computer in its present form. The timeline of the history of computer can be understood with reference to 5 generations of computers. Let us learn about each generation in detail here. First generation computers, 1946, 1959. The first generation computer are very big in size, slow to work and expensive in cost. The generation began approximately in the year 1946. The technology at this stage was based on vacuum tubes and magnetic drums. They had no monitor or keyboard. Computers at this time were very large and expensive. They used a great deal of electricity and generated a lot of heat. Some example of the generation's computer. Quick fact. Generation in computer terminologies means a change in technology based on how it is. Quick fact. UNIVAC first was truly the first modern computer. All subsequent computers are involved version based on second generation computer 1959 to 1965. In 1959, Bell Laboratories invented transistors which functions like vacuum tubes. These transistors were faster, reliable, smaller and cheaper. The characteristics of this generation computer were vacuum tubes were replaced by transistors. One transistor replaced 40 vacuum tubes. Computers become smaller, faster and cheaper as compared to the first generation computers. They use less energy than before. It was possible to do programming in this computer. Computers during this stage were mainly used in the atomic energy industry. Some examples of second generation computers are UNIVAC 3rd, IBM 1401, IBM 7000, NCR 300 series, Beer-Gross B5000 and 200 series. Third generation computers 1965 to 1971. Transistors play a tremendous role in the development of computer. But due its limitations, integrations, circuits, ICs were inverted. Number of transistors could be replaced on a single chip. The characteristics of computer in this generation were transistors were replaced by integrated circuits, ICs, known as chips. It increased the speeds and efficiencies of computers. Computers become smaller and cheaper than their early counterparts. Keyboard, monitor and operating system were introduced in this generation. They used an operating system that allowed working on many different programs simultaneously. Some of the examples of third generation computers are UNIVAC 900 series, IBM 360. Quick fact, an IC, also called a chip, is a small electronic device made from a special material called semiconductor. ICs can contain more than 1 million electronic components per chip. The integrated circuit were divided by Jack Kilby. Fourth generation computer 1972 present. The invention of microprocessor made a dramatic change in the world of computers. The characteristics of this generation computer were microprocessor chips were developed in this stage. 0 and 1 were coded to do arithmetical operations. These are known as binary numbers. Some computers of this generation are very small. They can fit into the palm of the hand. In 1981, IBM introduced its first computer for the home user, and in 1984, Apple introduced the Macintosh. The size of the computers has decreased with the improvement in the integrated circuits. This resulted in smaller size and greater speed of computers. Fifth generation's computer, present and beyond. Development in the computer has not stopped. In the fifth generation computers, the VLCI technologies has become ultra large scale integration ULSI technology, resulting in the production of microprocessor chip having 10 million electronic components. This generation is based on parallel processing hardware and artificial intelligence AI software. Artificial intelligence is the branch of computer science that deals with making the computers think and take decisions like human. Quick fact: artificial intelligence is the technique which allows a machine to think and decide on its. Classification of computer. We already know that computers are used at different places for different applications based on size, purpose, and speed. The computers can be broadly divided into 4 parts. Classification of computers: supercomputers, mainframe computers, mini-computers, microcomputers. Supercomputers: Annapurna, Param, Anurag, and Crayfirst are the example of supercomputers. A supercomputer usually has more than one CPU, central processing unit. These systems are generally very large in size, very expensive, and have high processing power. This type of computers systems are rare to find, as they are neither used as PCs in home nor in colleges. They are basically used by government agencies for complex calculations, space explorations, aircraft designing, processing of geological data, and weather forecasting, etc. India has developed a supercomputer called Param. Mainframe computers: VAX 8842 and Hitachi Z800 are the example of mainframe computers. Large organizations use these computers for highly critical applications such as bulk data processing. A mainframe is the heart of the network of computers or terminals, which allows people to work at the same time on the same data. They are used in large institutions, banks for ATM cash withdrawal, credit purposes, through credit cards, etc. These computers are very large and expensive. Mini computers: IBM's AS400, DAC, and PDP are the example of mini computers. Unlike microcomputers, most of the mini computers provide more than one terminal so that several users can be connected to use the system at the time. Such systems are referred to as multi-user systems. These are mainly used by business organizations for the maintenance of accounts and finance. In size and speed, these computers are placed between microcomputer and mainframe computers. Microcomputers: desktop computer, laptops, and palm tops, etc. are the example of microcomputers. These are also called personal computer (PC) and are used at home, schools, offices, shops, etc. These computers are designed to be used by only one person and are physically small as compared to. Quick fact: laptop is also a type of personal computers which can even be kept on the lap. Smaller laptops are called notebooks. Let's recall. The timeline of the history of a computers can be understood with reference to 5 generations of computers. The first generation computer used vacuum tubes. The second generation computer used transistors. The third generation computer used integrated circuits. The fourth generation's computers use millions of integrated circuits. The fifth generation computers will be based on artificial intelligence. Supercomputers are generally very large in size, very expensive and high processing power. A mainframe is the heart of a network of computers or terminals which allows hundreds of people to work at the same time on the same data. The mini computers provides more than one terminal so that several users can connect it to use the system at a time.